welcome back to tazwells12. You are here on my YouTube channel, which is called tazwells12, but I am the host, which is Tara Wells, and you are here today to watch another video with me. Today's video is going to be all about my daily routine of my makeup. This is pretty much products I'm going to show you that I use if I'm just want to look a little bit sprucer, a bit more pristine before I go out just to the shops or somewhere, because everyone likes to feel a little bit more prettier when they're doing that. As you can see, just before we get into the video, I have gone dark again. I have decided to go dark because I just didn't really think the blonde suited me. I don't know, just was on and off with it. So it is, obviously I've got a light, I'm more of a lighter brown as a natural colour, but I've gone for like a blacky dark brown, but we'll sort this out in a minute in the video. But before we get into the video, please can you subscribe to me, which is tazwells12. Hit the notification bell, because once you do, I upload a new video, you will see it straight away. Please give it a like as well, this video, if you like any of the products and everything of that. That would be great. Please watch my other videos on my channel and everything like that. Oh, and also check out my other social medias, which is TikTok and Instagram, and they're all under tazwells12. I think that's enough of me rambling. Let's just get on into the makeup and a bit of a change and the hair. Let's start with the first thing that I normally do. So normally I will give my skin a good clean, because it definitely needs it sometimes, because basically I don't like putting makeup on dirty skin. So I then had a shower, as you can see today, so I actually cleaned my face in the shower as I do that. Or normally if I'm going out for a night out and we're staying away with the girls, I'll normally take a face mask and put that on before if we have time. That always radiates your face as well. But today I used, so this is the Formula 10-1016 Best Face Forward Daily Foaming Cleanser. This is passion fruit and green tea, and this is 150 ml bottle. As you've probably seen this before, I've actually got a moisturizer which is in this little thing, but I'll show you that in 2 minutes. So this is just daily wash. This smells so good. It smells divine, and it literally is the best thing. It cleans your face so much. I stocked up on this because I don't know if they've stopped all doing this stuff or one place does it, but I got a load before it went. I hope it's not gone, because I really do use all this stuff a lot. So I just cleaned my face with that very quickly. And how I did it was I used this little silicone. It's basically just got a handle on the back. So basically you just put your fingers in there and then you just scrub your face like this. This is all rough. This has probably got like little bubbles that obviously massage your face. So you just basically put your product on there. Any liquid product is fine. And then just put it on your face and go everywhere over your face, and then just wash it off like you normally do. But this gives it an extra scrub just because you get the dirt. And let's move on to the makeup. Let's just put my hair up. I'm actually going to start with the eyes first. I'll always start with the eyes first on my makeup. I'll always do. It's just generally what I do. I don't know why. It's just routine. Obviously I just think it's better to make that look cleaner and then do the face after, which doesn't take that long. First thing I actually am going to use is this Essence Kajal pencil, which is 08 Teddy. So it's just like this, and it's just in this brown pencil. Oh, this one's a bit short. Just a brown pencil like this. I kind of think this is sometimes better than the black, to put into your waterline, just to sort of, and your bottom waterline, just so you make your eyelashes, when you put the mascara on, it just looks a bit more fresher, but it looks a bit more fuller in a way, but clear at the same time, so you can obviously then see if you put any makeup on. Otherwise the black looks too harsh, I think, sometimes, or I only put that at the top. So this is the first one. I'm going to use is, I'm just going to prime my eyes, because I'm going to put a a little bit of makeup on them, not loads but just a little bit. So I'm actually going to use the Makeup Revolution London Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer and Contour, and this is in C2, and it just looks like that. This one's nearly run out. I use this concealer all the time and it is great. So I'm just going to prime that over my eyes. Just a tiny bit. This product I will use a bit later on, but we're just going to use that for that now. Now I'm going to buff that in. I'm actually going to use the 121 Precision Concealer brush, and it's just got a pointy brush like this, and this is the brush from Primark. It comes in a double pair. You normally see the one, the fluffy one I use, but I'm going to actually use this one tonight because I've been using this a lot with my concealer and stuff, so this will be twice in the thing as well. If you want to know what any of these products are, please let me know and I can always message you, or if you think that in general it would be better for me to put them in the videos, please let me know because I can always do that as well. So what I'm just going to do is put in the crease just one simple colour, and that's going to be from this little palette. I know this is a bit funny because this is actually an I Heart Revolution, a bronze and a glow, so this is bronze and a highlight duo. So yes, you might think this is a little bit funny, but when you open this bronzer colour is the one I'm actually going to use in my crease just to brighten it up a bit, and this highlight shade is just as nice, but this is what I'm going to, and obviously I've gone in pan on it, so I've used this quite a lot. It's a nice simple shade that you can just pop on and you can just make it a little bit better. What brush I'm going to use with this palette is this fluffy brush. This is just from Poundland. It's just got these little sparkles in, as you can see, and yeah, it's just a fluffy brush like that. I'll just dab into this brown and then just go into the crease. And as you can see, it's not like over powerful, but it gives you that extra piece. And like I say, you can put as much as you want on. Good bronzer shade. Obviously you can see why I've used pan on it, but I don't see why we can't use these as double ups, because at the end of the day they're the same thing. So there you go. So it's just very neutral, but it gives you that pop. What I'm going to use is this, and this is from Primark, PS Shimmer Shadow Stick. I don't always use this. I obviously got it for £2 at the time. It's in Fantasy. And it's just like a shimmer stick, and it pops up like that, and it's just a nice sort of pink colour. I don't always use this, depends what I kind of want. Sometimes I might use the shimmer out of this, depends what I want on my eyes for that day, but if I just want a natural look, then I'll go for one of these two. So I'll just pop it on like this. And then what I'll do is use this double-ended brush here, which is also from Poundland, and I'm going to use this little end as a bigger end and a little end to just blend it in a little bit of that, because you don't want to take it off over powerful either. It's nice just to, and then like I said, you can just keep putting it on. Just depends on the sort of effect that you want, but just so this is like the quickest look I've done. If you think you put a bit too much of the glitter on, and what you can also do is go back into this palette, which I'm going to do, a brush, go back into that, and then just swoop over it. Just feel like you took a little bit off of that brown. It blends together so nice. That's the eyes pretty much done. I've just got mascara. Mascara I use is another PS one. This is the False Lash Queen Matic Volume Fullness Length. Love this mascara. It's only £3. I absolutely adore it. It's like one of my best mascaras just for a casual little pop on. I'll use this for a night out if I want a fuller one and then do the little lashes at the end. Love this, love this, love this. So this is what it looks like. It just comes in a pink packaging in a box and is just one of the best ones. Wand is quite full to be fair, but I bet you they've got a fuller one, so watch out, that video might come along. So I'll just go over with my lashes, pull them up as much as you can on both sides. Like so, just go back over. And I'll do my bottom. Like that. And then what I do at the end is I just go like that to the ends, just to give them a coat. And then once the sort of mascara's like thickened up, it sort of gives you a better length, I think. So you can see it's very casual. I haven't got the best of lashes, but you can see that's very, very casual. I might put that on again at the end, depends what they're like. I'm gonna give that all a wipe up before we actually go on to skin. Now we go on to skin. Start with what I put on my face before my foundation. So this is the Formula 10.0.6 Seriously Shine Free Mattifying Oil Free Moisturiser with aloe vera and bamboo. So it looks like this. You've seen this in one of my makeup videos before. If you like a good matte finish on your primers or your moisturisers, then definitely get this bad boy because he is really, really good and I love this so much. And if this ran out, I'd be so sorry because I have gone out for a night out and the next day I just don't like put makeup on. This I will just put on the layer of making me feel a little bit better. Maybe a little bit concealer. This I use a lot. It just comes out like a creamy consistence. And then I'll just rub that all over my face. Depends how much I feel like I'm in a rush. I will let this dry for a little bit to get tacky. I think that's the best thing you should do with some of your primers and some of your moisturisers because take a little time to get tacky, and this does. But it doesn't take that long. Like if I left on a section of my face right now, it'd be tacky. See, that side's tacky, so I have to be careful because you don't want it gelling up. That's that done, and I'm just gonna wait till that gets tacky. Get like a little bit tacky. That's definitely tacky. So that's all tacky now, so that's great. I'm gonna go on to foundation, and foundation is this one. So this is the Bourjois Paris Healthy Mix Serum Gel Foundation. That's 16 hours radiance boosting, even revive complexion. I am in love with this foundation. I have loved it for years. I've had it for years. I just put it on random, I think, when I went shopping, when we were allowed. And literally, I just looked at it and thought, oh, it's got like berries and strawberries on it and fruit. And I was like, why is there no fruit on it? Give this a smell. It is the most sweetest smelling foundation ever. It is not horrible, but it's definitely like a fruit smell, and it's lovely to just put on. I love this one, and this is in 53 light beige, so it's not over the top, but I absolutely love this foundation. It is just the best. There's two brushes I normally put this on. I normally can put it on with a sponge. I'll normally put it on with a Real Techniques one, which is a buffing brush like this one, or I'll put it on with this So Eco finishing brush. It's just a stippling brush like this, but today we're going to go with the Real Techniques one. To do is just pop this off and put a little bit on, and then just buff it in. So I'll tap it in first, and then I'll just buff it in. Love this foundation so much. It's just, it doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't feel heavy, but it gives you that extra little bit just to make you feel that's definitely, like, you don't want to put a heavy foundation on. If I've gone out, I'm just going out for the day and I've got to put my glasses on because I'm a glasses wearer like a lot of you are. I don't want to put like really thick foundation on because that sometimes gets stuck to your glasses, which is not the greatest things, and you just don't want that. Do not put much of this on at all because you just don't need a lot. Yeah, you probably can see my blemishes, you probably can see some of my skin, but you're probably seeing that that is definitely cleared up some of my skin and made it a lot more finish on it, smoother, just a lot better. I love that. That's great, and it's got serum in, so even better. So we're just gonna let that settle for like 2 or 3 minutes, because I always do, because I think if you rush powder on your face, it just goes crazy. But before we're gonna go on to them two things, we are gonna use pomade, and this pomade is from Revolution Pro, and then this is the Revolution Pro pomade. As you can see, it is medium brown. It's just like that. And the brush we're going to use for that, this Barry M1. I've got one brow brush for this, and then I've got another brow brush for the other one that I'll show you in a minute. So I just put this on after I've put up my foundation on, because it is a liquid, well, it's like it's not a liquid consistency, but it's like, it's creamy, so you don't want to put that on after you put powder on. It'd just be not very nice. So yeah, I'm just gonna go into my brows and just fill them in. You really do not need to take much of this. Literally, it's so creamy, it literally does the work for you. So I just literally just fill the end of my brows and just a middle bit of this, as you can see, because I think this can be overweighting otherwise. Otherwise it's just too much. Why is it that you've always got one brow that goes better than the other? Like, this brow is just so much better than this one. I don't know. I cannot explain to you. It's just something about this one that doesn't go as nice as this one. It's so strange. So yeah, I've just come into the middle of that brow and left the front bit. So I'm going to fix that in a minute. I'm going to go back in with the Revolution concealer and the Precision concealer brush. Now we're just going to go all over the blemishes I have got and under my brow, maybe a little bit in the middle, just to sort of define that brow. Like you say, you can see it's like running out. I'm just going to put a little bit under the eye blemishes up, because like I said, that does not cover like blemishes up. So just rub it in. Just pat it in with this brush. It's good, this brush, because it literally cuts in under your eyebrow. I think this is what it was it was made for, and I haven't used this brush very much, and I was like, oh, I use that might be a bit easier to pat all my concealer in, cut my brows out a lot better, as you can see. Eye under that eye, because we're not going to put any more liquid product. So there you go. Yeah, you're probably looking and thinking, oh, she looks a bit patchy in places. But no problem, just go back in with your brush and then just pat over where you went with the concealer, and then the foundation will match in. Perfect, match. No problem there. Please let it dry, because please do not just shove powder on it, because it literally will go like crusty and it's not very nice. I'm going to go into powder products. So at the time I explain this to you, it will be enough time. So the first one I'm going to go into all over the face is this W7 Bananas Dream Loose Powder. It just literally looks like that, a banana powder. This is great, this stuff. I like this stuff if I don't want to look like massively white, because it's got that like yellow tone to it. So I'm just going to use a big old Spectrum brush with the Spectrum A01 brush. So you just literally just go in there on the top, shake off any stuff will get all over the place, and then just go on. So I'll start with my forehead. Yes, it's a lot of powder. But powder always blends in, so do not worry about that. Our brush is so big, you just don't know sort of where you've been with it, and I love it though. It's such a good brush. I'd buy this again. Lie a minute, because my cheeks are always the ones that get tacky again. I'm just going to put a bit more powder. I'm actually going to go in next with another powder. So this is a pressed powder. This is the Fit Me Maybelline New York one. This is the matte and poreless. This is in 90 translucent, and then it's just like that. So it's just a white pressed powder. So I've just got this little French connection brush. It's just a tinier version of that bigger powder brush. So I'm just going to use that and go in my T-zone with this. So just rub that all over. Love this powder as well. This is such a good powder. Go under my eyes, because you want them definitely to look brighter. So my T-zone at the top here, down my nose, on my chin, and then just swoop it down there and under my nose there. So that's that. So you're probably thinking, oh, she looks a bit pasty. Well, I do. And this is why, because I like to go in with a bronzer. I like my foundation to be a bit lighter, so then I can bronze my face up, which is just generally what I think is better, and it suits me. So this is the Physics Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is just in 6676 bronzer. So this is just the normal shade. I know they've got a lighter one. I was going to go for the lighter one, but I'm glad I didn't, because this is generally a good enough for my face, and it is a good enough tone for my face. So I'm just going to use a Spectrum brush for that, and this is the 805, and it's just an angled brush like this. So just pat that in there, and then I'll just go around like that and buff it in. A lot goes a long way with this bronzer, by the way, like you can see, like that. then what I'm going to do is just come down my cheeks a little bit, like that, and buff it all in. And they just sit so good together, and it's just, you can see where it was, but you can see when it's not like massive. But yeah, you do want to bronze your face up. You don't want to look like you've got dirt on your face, because that's just generally not a nice look. So there you go. Last thing but not least is this. So this is the little eyebrow duo kit I have. This is a powder base, so this is a powder and these are a powder as well. Open this up. So this is from Cosmetics London Isla. It's just like a little collab I think someone did, but I picked this up and it's really good. Obviously I've not hit pan on it, but I do use this quite a lot. So you've got a darker shade and you've got a lighter shade, and you've got this sort of lighter shade of a cream colour to then blend it in. So I'm going to use a spectrum brush for this. I'm going to use their M17 light brow brush. So I'm just going to use the darker brown, and then I'm just going to go on the ends for that, just to make that little extra darker over what we went with the pomade, just in case I missed anything. And down like that. Then we're going to go in with this lighter shade. So what I do with that is just go on the front and just drag my brush back like that. And then what you do is just mix these two in the middle, like so. Oh, because otherwise your brow is just going to go, it's just going to look dark and it doesn't look nice. So yeah, do the other side, just push that back, find it at the bottom and the top, and then just brush these in together, and then it should blend like that. My brows are looking not too bad at the moment, but I don't like this massive harsh lines. I'm going to use this creamy shade here now, and I'm going to use this Spectrum A06 brush, and it's just like this little fluffy flat sort of brush. So we're going to just dab into that, take some off, and then I'm just going to go under my brow with this, like so, just to sort of clean it up. And then what I'm going to do is just have it off, and then the front I just go over, and the bottom, and just blend it in like that so it doesn't look as harsh. And then you just go like that on top, and then just brush it in like that. So much more natural. So that's it for products in a minute of makeup. Just gonna put some oil stuff in my hair, and then I'm gonna be back once I've styled my hair. So this, by the way, is Got To Be Swarovski Oillicious Tame and Style Styling Oil for instantly sleek and glossy styles with argan oil in. So I'm just gonna sleep this through my hair, dry it, straighten it, and then I will be back, and then we can talk about the finished look. Right, this is the end of the video. Unfortunately, you've probably seen that I'm wearing different clothing, I'm in a different room, and I haven't got the makeup on. Well, what happened was I thought that I had done that bit and filmed it, and I actually didn't. I turned it on when I was messing about, so you'll see some little clips with me with the makeup on the end. Basically I was supposed to explain what was actually happened, but you basically have seen that through the whole video of what I used. It was just the end result, but you can see that in the clip bits that I've done in the end. Obviously this video has got added photos in each end, but yes, it was my bad, and after I took it off and went to edit on my phone, yes, I noticed that I hadn't actually done a outro. So unfortunately I can't show the makeup really good, but I didn't want to delete it, and yeah, it was just such a gutting moment, but I am an amateur and I will learn from my lessons next time. So I am truly sorry, but you did get to see most of what I used, how I did it, and a little clipping of the end of what it looked like. I hope that was okay. So I'm just going to finish off the video here now. I hope that you liked the makeup look that I did do in that video. Yeah, I'm really sorry, like I said before, but if you did like it, then please give me a thumbs up, because it really helps me out. I will try, cross fingers, not to do that mistake again. Just one of them days. But yeah, if you could give my channel a subscribe, which is tazwells12, and a notification bell, hit that, you will be notified right off the back of what videos I've done. Also, I'm not subscribed by any of the brands that I did show you, brought out my own money. And also, like I said, if you liked it, give that thumbs up and smash that, and please come back, and I hope you had a lovely day or evening, and I will see you next time. Bye.